All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect within the sword in truth and sincerity. We hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the charagma written about Revelation 13, verse 16 and down, which is the MOTB. The miracle drug is a precursor to the MOTB. The Yahushua, whom dwell in the called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour judgment, as it is written. So I want to jump straight into this lesson, dealing with the miracles that is going to deceive people in these last days, because they're not aware of the devil's devices. They're ignorant, So this is Revelation 13. I'm going to start at verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and this beast represents America, the war, that great city. And the scripture says it have two horns like a lamb, talking about its political structure. The Republicans and the Democrats, just as in ancient Rome, you have the plebeians and the patricians. And when they say it spake as a dragon, talking about the measures, the laws, where it will get implemented, Because you don't see nothing yet here. When the thing say the lockdown measures them on over there is nothing compared to what's to come. Wait till civil unrest in the streets. And you're going to see the type of laws that are already passed. And you're going to see that you have no such thing as rights. Let's continue. Verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. And this is talking about the Roman Empire, because this is the second leg of the Roman Empire. And caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Talking about what the system, the system. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And one of the reasons why sir, them worship the image of the first beast is everybody in the so-called third world countries. One place the majority of them want to go is America, because they have been filled with lies about it's the land of opportunity, the land of milk and butter. But that's just part of the whole deception, so we're gonna go over America for is one of those nukes if we don't repent. So and he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And which country is the first country to do that? America. And an example of that is what they did to, I want to say, Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You can look up the Manhattan Project. and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them, who are the beast? NATO and the EU, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So I'm going to give you an example of the miracles that I'm going to do in these last days. Because the majority of these innovations and technological advancement, where are they coming from now? America. After World War II, where was the German scientists shipped to you? They were split between Russia and America. Look up Operation Paperclip to get a better understanding. Where them talk about MK Ultron, certain different control mechanism. You have to dig into what took place here. So I'm going to run this clip so you get an understanding of what's to come. Remember, just hold this precept on deck.
The promise and the hope of this technology is to regain independence for people who have lost their physical independence.
This is the device right here. What is it?
That's correct. So this is the Synchron Twist system.
It's a small device making a massive impact on healthcare.
If you look at this portion right here, that's called the stentrode. So that's the part that goes, rests inside the brain, and it travels down the blood vessels.
To appreciate the big potential of Synchron's new Stentrode brain implant,
This is what's reading the signals of the brain itself.
you have to understand how the company came to set up its new headquarters in the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
To be honest, we like to actually make New York City a neural hub of the world.
Kurt Hagstrom is Synchron's chief commercial officer.
When we're able to go deep into the brain and the thought and understanding the language that the brain speaks, there's so many doors that's going to open up for us in the medical field. There's so many millions of patients that we're going to be able to help with that.
Which is why this little device has the possibility to change everything.
This is a life changer. It's a lifeline, and it gives them a reason to live.
It's technology capable of streaming direct thought.
In other words, you don't have to drill open the skull in order to put this on the actual brain matter itself.
And this kind of acts like an antenna
That's correct.
to something else that allows people with ALS or who's had a stroke to operate different digital items in their house.
That's absolutely correct. So this, again, rests inside. The body heals around this.
Synchron receiving a major boost recently when a medical journal found the device demonstrated long-term safety for the first trial patients. A huge milestone in a very competitive field of science even Elon Musk wants in, creating his own company called Neuralink.
It's basically Bluetooth to your phone. Because we'll have to watch the App Store update.
But Synchron says using blood vessels to insert the device has them leading the race. Last December, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates invested $70 million into the company, which brings us back to this brand new lab in Brooklyn, which at the moment boasts a pickleball court as well to help researchers get creative.
Investigating Elon Musk's brain implant company Neuralink, which is developing a brain implant it hopes will help paralyzed people walk again and cure other neurological ailments. In December, a report said Neuralink has been under a federal investigation over potential animal welfare violations, and some of its staff made internal complaints about experiments being rushed, causing needless suffering and deaths.
So you think that, like, within the next 10 years, I mean, the way things are moving right now is crazy, even with, like, ChatGPT, the way it was, like, 4 months ago versus now. Like, things are on the move.
Yeah, it's the exponential increase in technological innovation. It's like the way things happen, they happen in these big giant waves, and then these technologies feed other new technologies. And I think it's going to be the case with all of them. I think it's medical science, and I think it's technology, and I think there's going to be a combination of the two of them eventually. There's going to be something that technology devices that can fix a lot of problems that people have. That's one of the uses of Neuralink. They think it's going to be able to help people that are injured and hurt, where they can use parts of their body. They can restore movement. Yeah, that's going to be one of the first ways they use it. There's ones that they're coming out with. They're going to be able to reverse blindness. You're going to be able to give people the ability to see.
Mr. Beast style.
In some sort of artificial... No, not like cataract surgery, but like an artificial eyeball.
So is it a camera? Is that essentially what it is?
Well, it's going to function the same way an eyeball does, but it's going to send images to your brain instead of through the normal biological course that it is now, where you're looking through your eyes and the rods and cones, and everything goes through, and you see what's going on. What you're going to do is get a digitalized version of that. You're going to get a computer version of fake eyeballs.
It's going to be a wild, and then once that's connected to the internet, and then
it's going to be bizarre looking into someone's fake eyeballs.
The ChatGPT thing made it weird where I'm just like, yo, are people just going to have conversations with two computers? It's just going to be two computers talking to each other.
Look at this. Brain implant startup backed by Bezos and Gates is testing mind-controlled computing on humans. What the fuck, dude?
I mean, people can't like this.
God damn it. MK Ultra!
Alright, so that's the end goal, yo. To control people. So at first it's going to be painted as something convenient, something to help the blind, something to help the lame, you can't move certain body parts, you'll be able to walk again, move your hand again, but with a technology like that, in which you can put data within the mind, that's how you can feed the mind with various data where you want the mind to believe. That any thing where you can put in things, you can take out things also. Just look upon a show where Esau have named Total Recall, because Esau putting things in the movies, yo. And we see them bring these things to and I said the research is being done. Enough of these researches are already done and perfected already, but them just bring it to the public using gradualism. Like these things just being done. The military already perfect a lot of these technology. Best believe that, yo. Them just use people like Elon Musk and certain other companies as the face to push this. So I want to get a precept for you. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. That's why I want to say 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11, it says, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And a lot of people, they are ignorant of his devices, yo. They're not aware of who they are up against. So let's read this back, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. And a lot of lies are going to be told on these devices that is coming into the world. And people don't know that these devices are going to cause them great perils, yo. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Because a lot of people are going to believe that this is for their betterment. This is 2 Esdras 9 verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. Peril, yo. And the police said this is going to be for the benefit. When you look at that word device, yo, you go back to a plan or a trick. You see me? 2 Esdras 6 verse 50. 2 Esdras 8 verse 50 tell you about the state of people in the times to come. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Because them get one, what is going to take place when these technology get implemented around the world? You know, these digital IDs, you see me? The chip, which is going to be inserted in your hands, and that is going to be a new identity in this new world order. People laugh and make a mockery, you see me? Not knowing that these things are already being done. It's just not mandated as yet. But the time is coming in which people are going to recognize what we have been saying, yo. So this is certifying that I want to say, Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Aka Wadash. Shalom.